back in Sentinels the Multiverse, and we are going to push it to the limit. So if you don't understand, we have the Prime Wardens, and the reason why they're here is because today the Extreme Prime Wardens have been added to the game. They have not been unlocked for people to get as of this recording, but I imagine the next day or two that will probably be the case. So one of the things I wanted to look at real quick is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the last 12 have been challenge mode. To be completely honest, I was expecting another Team Villain game since they were like every other week, but it looks like they're starting to space out. So yeah. Anyway, challenge mode, Matriarch. I have already done an ultimate mode of her on the channel, and basically a lot of the stuff from there holds up here. The Prime Wardens are able to tank like, I want to say I had the Scholar in that game, since he can just tank everything she has to throw. Yes, he is that broken. So anyway, walk along the cosmic edge, but don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. Open up the limit, past the haka of no return. You've reached the highest note, but you still gotta learn how to sing it. Ride the lightning and double the damage. Wings wide open like an angel out of heaven. You crashed the vortex, going for the back and beyond. No crow's gonna stop you. There's nothing that strong. So close. Now you're nearly at the brink, so push it. So I assume this is some sort of song, but I'm by no means a musical person, so I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Anyway, Captain Cosmic, Argent Adept, Fnatic, Tempest, and Haka all in their base forms, even though this would be kind of neat for their Prime Warden form, but challenge mode Matriarch would probably be a little too much. So anyway, it's a normal start, no random crap. And into the realm of Discord we go to take on the Matriarch. Hear my song of pain and sorrow, all must know the might of Corvus. Your evil-doing days are numbered, no matter how dangerous you are. Have at them, allies. Yeah, I'm not doing the whole British accent thing. So for Matriarch on challenge mode, the domain cards, which are the carry-on fields, those are indestructible, but Fnatic has a few different ways to troll the hell out of those cards. We will show at least one here. So anyway, as per normal with her, whenever Follow comes out, she plays the next card of the deck. Whenever Follow is destroyed, she goes after whoever has the highest HP. They either have to sacrifice a card or take 3 psychic damage, hero -2. And then she flips when the trash gets shuffled in the deck. On the flip side, she heals when Foul's enter plays. When the Foul enters play, she'll play the next card. Whenever Foul's destroyed, she goes for the low man for 1 psychic damage. So not nearly as bad, but you have to watch out for the rampant healing. I never actually bothered trying to count how many cards in her deck are Foul, but I want to say it's at least 15. So keep in mind that means she will gain 45 hit points if you let her run the course here. And then when the trash shuffles, she flips back. So out comes the Mask of the Matriarch. This is a relic. I'm pointing this out because if you want to try end of day shenanigans, that's not going to kill the mask. So out comes 3, 4, 5 fouls, 1 domain, and the Mask of Matriarch keeps going, so another foul, and then a Dark in the Sky. So Dark in the Sky basically empties her trash. If the trash is already empty, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, as for Captain Cosmic here, we are going to lead off with Cosmic Crest. She doesn't really deal any energy damage, but I'll be able to heal my stuff if the need arises. And then we will fabricate. We fabricated an unflagging animation. So, do I want to put this in play? And I'm thinking no. I'll basically take 1 point of damage. We'll palm the card for now. We draw a Vitality Conduit. So for the Adept, we do have Inspiring Super Tonic, but this turn I want to deal some damage to get that mask off the field. So we're going to do the Syncopated Onslaught. We will sing, so here's for you, Raidens. Whoa. And then we will give the damage boost to Fnatic, since she hits twice, and we'll give it to Tempest. So real quick, Tempest has localized Hurricane, so we'll be able to amplify that damage. We do not want to blast the field because we will get blasted in retaliation, and that is not fun. So anyway, we can do Smite the Transgressor and aim for the mask. So let's see, we want to kill it. She's going to deal 3 damage with this. Then Tempest can hit it for 4, knocking it down to 6. Or wait, that'll knock it down to 2. And then Haka can finish it off. So Smite the Transgressor on the mask. Gives us another power, but we don't have another power to play. And then we are going to go ahead and hit the Matriarch for 4. So hopefully you can see this variant of Fnatic is very strong if you have damage amplification. But anyway, we will play the localized Hurricane. We will activate the localized Hurricane to hit 2 targets for 3 damage, and keep in mind when the birds go off this turn, Tempest will bleed. So just a word of warning for you. Good news though is we do get extra cards. So we get Lightning Slash, that's going to help for when her cohorts come out. And for right here, you may be tempted to say, hey, Savage Mana, let's get the Mask. We're not doing that. In fact, we're not playing anything. We're just going to go ahead and smash that Mask. So anyway, Portal Fiend comes out. This deals damage based off how much is in the trash. There's nothing there, so it's not going to do anything for a little while. And here comes the Bloodletting. So 1 damage across the board. Tempest takes +1 because of his localized Hurricane. Cosmic Crest is... oh yeah, it's dead here. Kettle of Vultures. Horrid Cacophony. So we have to sacrifice our Onslaught and our localized Hurricane. And this is the end of the crest. Had a good run while it lasted. So anyway, we want to heal Tempest because he took a beating, so we're going to put the Vitality Conduit on him. What the Vitality Conduit is, whenever the conduit itself gets hit, it will heal the person holding it for 2. So when the birds pelt it for 1, or ping it, whatever you want to consider it, you will just, well, how to put it? You'll heal for 2, and I don't actually have the other card. The one I'm thinking of is... here it is, Destructive Response. So when it destroys, then you get to actually deal some damage. So, unfortunately for that last tick, you actually won't get to heal, but you'll get to turn into damage, like I said. Anyway, there's nothing else for us to do, so we will Fabricate. We drew a Vitality Conduit that we are going to slap onto Fnatic, because we are going to troll the Carrion Fields here. So we drew a Harsh Offense. So we lose our damage amplification, but we can play the Super Tonic. We are going to sing. Well, we'll vocalize. Then we are going to give this power play. It doesn't matter if you give it to Haka or Fnatic, either one works. You do not want to give it to Tempest, however. So we'll have her perform her exorcism, and since there's no real priority targets out here, just go ahead and whack the Matriarch. True Vernal Sonata, we'll probably play that next turn. So right here we need to deal with the Carrion Field, so we don't have to worry about them later. So if you play Chastise, they cannot deal damage nor take damage. You do have to hit yourself for psychic damage, which is why I gave her the Vitality Conduit. So just go ahead and put this out on the Carrion Field. And we don't have to worry about that anymore. Neat, right? Meanwhile, we'll perform another exorcism on the Matriarch. Kind of fitting since she's possessed by the Mask, you know? As for Tempest, we need to get into tank mode, so we need to play Otherworldly Resilience. And if I play, well, if I Squall, I'm probably going to be on my last legs. So I'm willing to let these things actually just go off, just so I don't have to worry about actually dying. Anyway, we are going to play Savage Mana since it's now safe, and we want to kill the Kettle of Vultures, the one that she just played. So we will take damage off of this, but this will aim for your low cards. Basically, this will kill constructs if you leave it alone. So we'll have Haka take the 3 Psychic. Carrion Fields is blocked by Chastise, and we will put that under Savage Mana. So that still can't do anything. Spinning Vortex comes out. We either have to sacrifice an ongoing card or hit ourselves. I'd rather hit myself. So skip that. 3, 3, 2, 3. It's destroyed, and now the Portal Fiend will start to hurt things. So right here, we'll mark 1 as the lowest. It really doesn't matter because they're probably going to die. Highest HP. We'll say Fnatic. Well, now she is the highest. So this is everything but the lowest. This is everything. Out comes Hugin. That destroys ongoing and equipment cards at the start of the turn based off the number of cohorts on the field. He himself counts, so he is the first. Anyway, we need to start getting our cards out, or well, we need to get the Cosmic Crest. So I'm playing this now because I'm going to start using Harsh Offense, which will destroy my constructs. I can use this to fish them out at the start of my turn. So we will Fabricate, we will get the Wounding Buffer. You do not want to put this on Fnatic because she will hit herself, Captain Cosmic will hit himself. I'm thinking I'm going to put this on Tempest. Yeah, why not? So whenever Tempest gets hit, he will retaliate. Well, the buffer will retaliate more precisely. So right here, we will put out Vernal Sonata. This will heal everything. I don't have any constructs to heal, unfortunately, but it'll heal the characters. And then we can move some cards around. So let's see, I could put the Cosmic Crest on top, but I'll pass. Because if I were to do that, I could actually give the power to Captain Cosmic and get it out immediately. It's just, I'm not entirely sure that's really going to matter. So anyway, just Vernal Sonata. Choose for me. We're going to leave the Cosmic Crest there, as I said. I want the Syncopated Onslaught back. For Smite the Transgressor, we are going to leave that there. Localized Hurricane we're leaving, and that's that. So as for power, I'm thinking I want to Fabricate at the moment, try to get something I can use. And we also do have to worry about that cohort. So we Fabricate, a Harsh Offense, we'll put that in play. We destroy Conservation of Energy, Energy Bracer, yada yada yada. So real quick I need to do the math on how I'm going to kill this thing. So if I do this, that's 2. Haka can hit it for 2. That means I have to account for 4. I can have her hit it for 2, and then I need to deal 1 point of damage somewhere else. And I think I actually do have to hit him to weaken him. So we do want to hit ourselves, so that will preserve the Chastise. We're going to put out Sacrosanct Martyr so we have another ongoing to serve as fodder for the next time she will play her Horde Cacophony. And then, like I said, we're going to keep cutting into Hugin. I need to deal 3 damage to him. So let's see, if I do this now... I can actually use Haka Battle to generate enough. So we're going to skip the power play. So I need to deal 3 damage. We draw a Mare, or Mayray, or something like that. Punish the Weak is never going to help here. So this alone gives me +1. So I can stop there. And then we will collect Hugin. By taking him under Savage Mana, the other one, Mugen, cannot revive him. Then we just have to worry about getting Mugen down here. Ghostly Images. Damn. What's Haka's top card? During Intercessions, that's Toast. Captain Cosmic, what you got? Bleh. Adept. Okay, I can use Silver Shadow. So it allows me to give a power play to someone, which will be Fnatic, it's looking like. Or wait, that's my heal. So we will play the Syncopated Onslaught. Fanatic, what you got? Smite the Transgressor, so I can hit Matriarch for a little bit. And gives me a power play. I don't want to hit myself with Sacrosanct Martyr. I value my hit points a little too much here. Shielding wins, and that's the end of Ghostly Images. So the conduit has just been destroyed. And this is the downside to having the wounding buffer out. But anyway, the wounding buffer is destroyed anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I think if I actually did pay attention to order, I might have been able to save 1 hit point on a couple of guys. Out comes the Mask of the Matriarch, as well as everything else in her trash, which was 1 Rook card, it looks like. Now it's time to clear the field. So we're going to get this Energy Bracer out, and we're going to slap this on Tempest so that he takes less damage, and now he is tanky enough to withstand whatever she throws. So I do not wish to destroy unflagging animation. I will play Harsh Offense, destroying 2. So if I do this, we have to do the math real quick. She'll do 2, that'll knock it down to 3. Haka will deal... Well, I can just elbow smash, but I'd rather get the mirror out. Actually, this is gonna take 2. So 2, 2, and 2. I have to deal 3 damage. Let's fabricate. Energy Bracer, we are going to slap this on Fnatic. That way she takes less self-damage. We drew Dynamic Siphon. Unflagging animation is going to keep hitting me, I'm afraid. Anyway, we need to get the Lyra out, and we're going to start playing this. So, we will give this... this will actually knock it down to 3. So I can actually aim for her. Yeah, that'll work. And then on Fnatic's turn, we'll actually aim for Matriarch. So 3 is the magic number that we're aiming for. I'm going to leave that alone now. So yes, we want to keep doing this, but we'll only take 1 from here. And... like, it's a little tempting to final dive this in, but if she plays another Dark in the Sky, which she could, it could be a bad thing. So I'm just going to play it safe and do a Sanctifying Strike, I want to say. This will hit her for 1, gives me a card and a draw, 1 hit point. Then we can go ahead and hit her. Drew another Sanctifying Strike. So you want to change this to Psychic, because wherever you choose this to, he takes less damage of that type. So now we are going to put out the Grievous Hailstorm, and it is going to hail. So here's one of those moments where I hate playing the Matriarch, that's why I don't do it very often, because we are going to be sitting in the menu. So you want to have Tempest take this, because all things considered, he takes 0. So yeah, I better put my finger on the 2 key. So in case you're wondering, supposedly Matriarch's a lot more fun to play on the cardboard form of the game, just because you don't have to mess with the menus as much. So anyway, we need to play our mirror, whatever, and it's time to collect the mask. So we're going to put that under Savage Mana, and now we don't have to worry about that ever coming back. We drew Dominion. Out comes Explosive Bubbles. This can be a little bad. 5th highest hit points. I don't have the... damn it. So we'll have Haka take this, I think. Actually, we'll have Captain do it. If I had the Cosmic Crest out, he could absorb this easy. So she's going to keep going until she pulls her next cohort, which right there, Munin. I thought his name was Mugen. Oh well. So for the card in play, Vitality Conduit is pretty tempting here. Because the bubbles are going to get hit, and then I don't have to worry about them. So I can take this out, or I can put the Autonomous Blade on someone. Autonomous Blade is probably going to speed up the game, so let's go for that. We will put this on Haka, since... Actually, no, this is best on Fnatic, because she... If I keep giving her out-of-turn play... Whoever I give this to out-of-turn plays... Whoever I give out-of-turn plays to, I want to use this on. So I'm thinking I want to do this on Haka. So now we want to keep that going, even though we're starting to run low on hit points. We'll use Dynamic Siphon on the Argent Adept, so we can just pass along the power to whoever needs it. In case you're wondering, that one is whenever it gets hit, you then get to, Potent Disruption. I have to sacrifice that construct. I actually like all the ones I have at the moment, so we'll just palm that card. So right here we want to just keep getting more ongoings out for when the next Cacophony occurs. For the power play, we want to give this to Haka. Actually, if I do this to Tempest, he will take 1 damage for this, and this, because Munin boosts the Matriarch's damage. That will get through the damage reduction. It'll knock him down to 14. I think I may just want to give this to Haka. Haka Restoration. And for this 1 point of damage, we're going to hit the Explosive Bubbles. The Bubbles hits as many targets as it has hit points, so by hitting that, it knocked it down to 4. So yes, we want to keep this going. As for Fnatic, we can actually hurt Munin by playing Divine Sacrifice. Since this is irreducible, it will go right through his defenses. We can hit the Bubbles. Although this is only a good idea if you are going to kill the Bubbles. I think I may want to leave those alone. So I'm actually going to stop there. And then we'll actually just cleave the Bubbles this way. So we want to stick to Psychic. We are going to play Chain Lightning here, since this will deal 4 damage reduced to 3, leaving him with 1 hit point. I will not be able to Squall or Hail if I do that, though. That's the downside. Yeah, I'm good for that. Actually, I could do the Squall because that will hit the environment and everything. So we'll hit her for 2. And then I kind of want to leave the Bubbles alone, so I'm going to hit the Portal Fiend. I'm going to skip. We draw a Cleansing Downpour, which is very helpful for keeping these guys alive, and the Constructs too. So for Haka, we want to get Dominion out for more ongoings, plus I can get in cards as the environment targets die. So we're going to play Mir on Munin. That killed him. We'll put him under Savage Mana. And this has activated, so I can use this to kill this. So unfortunately that was the Blade, not Haka, killing it, so it does not go under Savage Mana. But by doing that, I just saved one construct. So Ethereal Bonds come out. So we'll ping the Dynamic Siphon. And then I can activate this. We will give the power play to... I can do Tempest and just wipe the field. I'm thinking that's my best course of action. So this will kill the bubbles, but they did what I needed them to. Matriarch deals Tempest 3 damage, nullified to 0. So in case you're wondering the other way you control the carry-on fields, you want to hit them with Divine Sacrifice while you have Undaunted out, and then all the damage they deal will be redirected into Fnatic and then completely nullified through Undaunted. So there's the other carry-on field. I killed that just in time. Which one do we want? We'll get this out and we're going to put this on Captain Cosmic. Because he's getting kinda low. Not sure if you guys noticed. So if I killed any fouls while this were out, this will hit everything other than the High Man. Very, very nasty. So we'll play Harsh Offense. We discard 2, which will bounce into the Matriarch. Then we can Fabricate, which gives us Dynamic Siphon. I want to give this to Haka since he has the, crud, I'm trying to... the Autonomous Blade, there it is. So I was drawing a blank until it literally popped up in front of me. Imagine that. So another ongoing to serve as fodder, and then let's play our guitar. So we're going to give this to Haka since he has the Autonomous Blade, so that means we can hit her for 4. And then we can ping her for 1 more. We draw Rhapsody of Vigor, which actually is not really going to help us here. So we could chastise the other one, it's just until fouls hit the field, and there's not too many left. Once she darkens the sky, that will be different, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So in the meantime, Sanctifying Strike to Matriarch. Gives me Holy Nova. That's another good card for clearing the field out, since all of her fouls are basically glass cannons. Exercise her, we draw Absolution. And right here, we're going to stick to Psychic. I could play Cleansing Downpour, but to get the most damage, we're going to do a Lightning Slash. Then we'll do Grievous Hail. So we can damage the carry-on fields, it's just they won't die if they hit 0. And in case you're wondering why they have hit points at all, it's because the environment will still attack them if given the chance, so they do need those. So let's end it. We'll play Haka of Battle. We're going to throw away our entire hand. Actually, this might fall a little short. I may have needed to collect a couple more foul cards. So we're going to discard those. And that's game. So we did have low HP totals, but we never really lost control on this one. It's just, as soon as you have a tank up and running, Matriarch becomes much, much easier. And then if you can get her cohorts under control, she becomes even less of a problem. I don't remember if I used Haka when I did her ultimate mode one, but anything that just deals with them will make things easier for you. So, fairly straightforward, don't you think? Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.